Good afternoon, friends. Let us go through another case law, which is in the syllabus of Advocate on Record examination, which is going to be held in June 2025. Friends, the case law is Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India that was decided in 2018. Friends, this case is a landmark judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court of India that decriminalized consensual same-sex relationships between adults by striking down a portion of Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. This case was a significant victory for the LGBTQ plus community in India, affirming that right to privacy and equality for individuals regardless of their sexual orientation. Friends, let us first explore the background of the case. Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, enacted during the British colonial rule, criminalized unnatural offenses which included consensual same-sex relations. It was primarily used to target individuals engaging in homosexual acts, making it a criminal offense punishable with imprisonment. Despite changes in societal attitude, Section 377 continued to attract the rights and dignity of the LGBTQ plus community in India. This case was filed by Navtej Singh Johar, who is a dancer and choreographer, and several other petitioners who challenged the constitutionality of Section 377 of the IPC, arguing that it violated fundamental rights under the Indian Constitution, including the right to equality under Article 14, right to freedom of expression under Article 19, and right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. The petitioners contended that Section 377 criminalized consensual sexual acts between the adults, which is violation of their privacy and dignity. So, friends, the key issues in this case were the central issue before the Honorable Supreme Court was whether Section 377 of the IPC, insofar as it criminalized consensual sexual conduct between adults of the same sex, was unconstitutional and violated fundamental rights of the individuals under the Constitution of India. Honorable Supreme Court gave its judgment. It struck down Section 377 partially, not fully. It was a five-judgment decision. Honorable Supreme Court ruled unanimously that consensual same-sex relations between adults conducted in private should no longer be criminalized under Section 377 of the IPC. The court held that the provision, insofar as it criminalizes the such conduct, was unconstitutional and violated the fundamental rights of the individual. The court declared that Section 377 would no longer apply to the consensual acts between adults in private, decriminalizing homosexuality. It further strengthened the right to equality and non-discrimination. The court ruled that sexual orientation is an intrinsic part of individual identity and should be protected under the right to equality granted by Article 14 of the Indian Constitution. It recognized that the LGBTQ plus community had historically been discriminated and marginalized. Further, it strengthened the right to privacy and dignity. The court emphasized the right to privacy as established in Uttaswamy case of 2017 and held that consensual same-sex relation between adults in private fall within the scope of this right. This right to privacy also includes the right to personal autonomy and choices in matters of sexual preferences and intimacy. The judgment reaffirmed that personal dignity cannot be violated by criminalization of consensual relationship between adults, and it struck down any law that sought to infringe personal autonomy in this context. It is discrimination against LGBTQ plus community. The court acknowledged the harmful impact that Section 377 had on LGBTQ plus community, leading to widespread discrimination, harassment, and stigmatization. It recognized that criminalization of homosexuality resulted in social exclusion and hindered the community's access to basic rights such as employment, healthcare, and education. It further gave judgment on constitutional morality and progressive interpretation. The judgment emphasized the importance of constitutional morality, which calls for respect for the rights of minority and a rejection of social prejudice. The court observed that laws must evolve to reflect the progressive values of a modern democratic society. No immediate impact on the same-sex marriage. Friends, there was no relief given by the court on same-sex marriage. The judgment did not legalize the same-sex marriages or civil unions. The court confined its decision to decriminalizing consensual same-sex relations between adults and directed that any further legislative changes concerning marriage equality should be addressed by the parliament. So, friends, the significance of the judgment is historical victory for LGBTQ plus rights. The decision marked a monumental moment in India's legal history, ensuring that LGBTQ plus individuals were no longer criminalized for their sexual orientation. It was widely celebrated as a victory for human rights, equality, and individual freedom. Change in societal attitude. The judgment was seen as a positive step toward greater acceptance of LGBTQ individuals in Indian society. It signaled that law should protect the rights of all citizens regardless of their sexual orientation, and that discrimination based on sexual preference was unjust. This judgment has global impact also. The ruling was praised internationally as a victory for human rights, with India becoming the largest country in the world to decriminalize homosexuality in terms of population. Now, friend, challenges ahead. While the ruling was a major step forward, it left several changes unaddressed, particularly regarding issues like same-sex marriages, adoption rights, and discrimination in other areas such as healthcare, education, employment. The remaining issues, ongoing issues for the LGBTQ plus community and future litigation or legislative reforms are needed to address those also. So, nutshell conclusion is, friend, this case that is Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India case, is a landmark ruling that significantly advanced the rights of LGBTQ plus community or individuals in India by decriminalization of consensual same-sex relations. The Supreme Court affirmed the constitutional value of equality, privacy, and personal autonomy, helping to dismantle the oppressive legal framework that has marginalized the LGBTQ plus community for decades. While the ruling did not address all the concerns of the community, it was an important legal and social milestone in the ongoing fight for equality and recognition for LGBTQ plus individuals in India. So, friend, this is all about this case. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. See you with another video very shortly.